I I hope you all can hear me. Can you hear me all right? Is everything good? You can hear me? Yeah. It looks like so far so good. I put my light dimmer on that way you guys could still see this, and I even have this guy in the background here. So I got like multiple colored lights going around on me. It's fantastic. Um yeah, so we're back. This time I'm home. My room looks like a fucking nightmare. What I'm gonna start doing with all of these is I'm gonna start downloading each one, or like after each one that I do, not the past ones, but from this one forward, I'm gonna edit it in the YouTube studio, um, because of some of the words that I use. And shit, I'm already targeted on social media. Oh man, I'm glitching, aren't I? I'm already targeted on social media. They've been taking down stories, posts, and it's always after somebody makes some nasty comment, some very hard lefties that make some unbelievably weird comments to me, and then suddenly my stuff's taken down. But after that, I'm gonna put the uncensored version up on my Patreon, and I'll this time I'll upload my videos onto Patreon from my computer instead of from my phone, because when you do it on mobile, it's like some link you have to tap on, and it doesn't work in the mobile version, only works in the web version on that one. So, and I figured out that you can upload straight into Patreon from your computer or laptop that you're using, which makes it accessible in both areas. If you guys want me to turn this flashing light off, I can do that. I think I'm gonna actually do that now because oh my god. We're gonna do red. That's tonight's color. It's red. So what this is about, think of this as like a debate that, either Shapiro or Owens or our beloved and late Charlie Kirk would do in public, but instead doing it online through the chat, through social media, because that's another problem spot to me. Scent is Clouds Entertainment LLC, but instead of a record label, I have morphed it now into an activism page. We already have one other, Jesus, being created as we speak. We have one other chapter, and it's called Scent Pride. So there's Scent, and there's Scent Pride. Scent Pride will be towards the Pride community, but it'll be more educating them on the difference between biology and identity, as well as tossing in some things about disorders. I won't be running that chapter. If anybody wants their own chapter or anything, let me know. Um, I have availability for Scent Freedom. I've offered somebody else the position. They didn't give me an answer yet. Um, I don't know if they're gonna take it, but it's first come, first serve. So, like, if somebody else wants to start Scent Freedom, which will be about the Constitution and rights, laws, stuff like that, and about the freedom that we have and right from wrong kind of factors. I'll have somebody else running that chapter. Um, so far, that's the only two chapters I can think of. If anybody has an idea for a chapter they want to run and they want to join Scent, you don't get paid for this type of activism. There's no paywall. That way, people aren't like, "Hey, he's paying them to say this or paying them to build this chapter." Uh, that's not how I'm operating my company. That's not how Scent is going to operate. You will be required to make a second social media account that says Scent, and then whatever the chapter name is, operated by obviously whomever I choose to operate it, which is you in general. Um, and founded by, and you'll have the handle for Scent as well. I'm not gonna start doing that, like, editing in YouTube Studio thing, though. I was thinking about doing this one, I just thought about it, I'm like, I'm not gonna start doing it until YouTube starts trying to censor me. I think debates should not have to be behind a paywall. Um, so we're gonna do this as long as possible without any censorship. I like scent freedom. Oh, yeah, I know you say you do, you gotta grab that before somebody else wants it. I'm thinking of making, like, a scent religion or, like, or scent cross. I'm thinking of calling it scent cross as another chapter. So, bet I claim scent freedom. Alright, so you have to make a second social media account that says scent freedom, and then says operate with your tag in it or not your tag, but yeah, your tag in it, duh, obviously. Uh, and then, um, owned by and put cents tag in it. You have to be active on there, not just post stories. You guys have to be able to go live, um, and talk about it. I don't require debates for you guys. Just that you guys at least go live, get it out there, post stories, lives, keep going, and stay active with anybody who follows you, stuff like that. Um, that's pretty much my own only requirements. And there's not just Instagram, you know that. So yeah, obviously create a new IG, new posts and stories, but you can join streams. I'm pretty sure you can still join streams. You can also make a TikTok, an X account as well. So let's get started. Can I rebrand one of the ones I don't use at all? Yeah, just make sure you delete all the posts. That's what I just did with Scent. I got to delete all the highlights now. If you rebrand an account you don't use any longer and you want to use it for that, make sure you're active on it per usual, and definitely um, make sure the whole page is cleared. That's why I'm so late, is because I was on Scent, literally just deleting everything that the label used to be, and now I just have to get the highlights deleted from there. So, what this is about, I know the last debate, last couple ones, I was a little fired up because of Charlie's death. Um, but I've realized it's not what he would want, or anybody who supports him or me would want. So I'm gonna definitely take a better approach towards it. Um, what this is about is whether you're Republican, Democratic, liberal, conservative, it doesn't matter. Despite what I put on my Instagram feed, I highly appreciate those of whom want to bring up a topic to talk about in the chat. Um, and it doesn't have to be. Let's not base this all around Charlie Kirk, please, because his movement wasn't based all around him. Um, you can ask what my thoughts are on things. You can make a statement, and I'll debate you on it. I got to come up with a slogan. We can't use "prove me wrong" because that was Charlie's. I don't want to take anything from Charlie, and we can add more to the bio if we want instead of just operating founded by. Uh, oh, you gotta add what the movement's about. Um, don't just add whatever you want. Um, come up with a slogan for your chapter is what I suggest. Yeah, I suggest coming up with a slogan for the chapter that you're operating. And I would also I would say where you're based out of if you're gonna put anything other than that, but if you're gonna put anything else other than the normal stuff, put a slogan. You don't have to put in quotes. You don't have to quote yourself. Just put a slogan in there if you want, or put in quotes. I don't care. Just make it look, uh, not just look. Make it feel like it's real. You know what I mean? You know, I got somebody for Pride. And I know there's not many people in my community that like the person that I've got doing Pride, but I think this person is best fitting for the Scent Pride. Um, Emo is the person in charge of the Pride chapter. And the reason for that is because uh, she or whatever what she identifies as, she knows that she's not actually that, and that makes that person best suitable for that area, because this person's lived through that, and has gone judged for it plenty of times. Plus, emo talks about her own bipolar disorder and the causes and effects of that as well, and that can have a lot of causes and effects on, being manipulated out of the facts. And that's not, I'm not just like pulling that out of my ass. It can, because when you are vulnerable emotionally and mentally incapable in those moments, anybody can get to you, make you angry, make you snap at any moment. And I think the best use of Scent Pride is to have somebody within the Pride community that has those disorders, but also can educate other Pride community members on the difference between biology and identity. Not a debate question, but which one would you rather have for the rest of your life, Arby's or Burger King? Oh, man. I know Burger King has, like, a lot more to offer on their menu, like, a lot more items, but I would still go with Arby's because here's the thing, they've got, like, a kind of a mixture of things, and it's not just straight, like, roast beef all the time. They got gyros, they got French dips. I mean, they got an assortment of things, and I've also worked at an Arby's in the past, quite a few years ago, um, when I was, like, low life level type of human, and they actually do have, like, fresh products. Not all of their products are frozen. And Burger King, I've also worked on one of those before, and they put it in a big flame broiler, and they're all frozen fucking patties. None of it's genuine. That's why they need the broiler and the flame. Why it's flame broiled is because that's how it heats up the fastest and gets to temperature quicker. Working on a little bit. All right. Bet. Yes, I agree 100%. By the way, LTR. Okay, period. Sure, I'm doing well, enjoying my new job. That's good. That's good. Oh, man. By the way, for anybody who doesn't follow me on Instagram and didn't see my live stream from earlier, so I broke my toe. I broke my index toe, this toe, on my right foot 2 nights ago. Damn, bro, that shit is fucking you think it's getting better because you're sitting, you don't feel much, and then you get up and everything hurts because that pain seeped all the way up to my calves. It feels like I got shin splits, bro. It's terrible. It feels like my whole entire, like, like, a good 50% of my right leg feels like shit. Now which one? McDonald's or Pizza Hut? Pizza Hut. I'm not I'm not that stupid. Not saying you guys are, but yeah. I'm already out of shape as is. I don't need McDonald's for the rest of my life. I don't know if that was the question, but if you mean in general, it's still Pizza Hut. If you gave me a decision, it'd be Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut or Domino's. Ah, shit. Domino's because they're faster and more fucking efficient about their shit, and they don't get lost halfway. I swear to God, if these people use Google Maps or Waze, I'm telling you, bro. Like, they use some fucking fake organic shit to fucking reach you. And Pizza Hut doesn't have hotspots like Domino's does. You could literally be in the middle of a park and they'll meet you there. It's crazy. Domino's is better than Pizza Hut nowadays. Yeah, well, Pizza Hut's not doing anything to improve themselves, if I'm being honest. Like, if you wanna beat your competition, come up with hotspots. Come up you know what I mean? Rebrand a little bit. And come up with different styles of pizzas, bro. It's been the same style since I was a kid, bro. I'm 27 years old, bro. That shit ain't changed. Only thing that changed was they put gouty parmesan on crust. Like, bro, and they had stuffed crust, then they took it off, then they had it again. Then they took it off, then they had it again. Like, make a decision. If you can't, like, rate what your customers like the most, you should just stop. Like, I just I could go for a good mushroom pizza now with stuffed crust and garlic bread. See, I'm not a big mushroom guy. I don't think I ever really was. I don't know, man. Like, you fry the mushrooms, right? And the outside feels like, kind of like it's cooked. And you bite into it, it's just like, this is gonna sound weird, but like all of a sudden the inside's like the softness, squishiness that you don't expect, and you're like, "Ah." And then if you just saute the mushrooms, they're, like, really weirdly soft, and I don't understand it. It makes me wonder when I put, like, a sauteed mushroom in my mouth, I just want my mouth starts going, "What are you doing? What are why?" Pregnancy craving, I love broccoli cheddar soup. Actually, broccoli cheddar soup is pretty damn good. That you know what? Garlic bread and broccoli cheddar soup. That sounds actually pretty damn good. Depending on how thick the soup is, which that can get pretty thick. So, maybe, like, pita bread and broccoli cheddar soup. I would definitely go with that. Definitely should definitely try pita bread and broccoli cheddar soup. I can't talk. Oh my god, now I need it. Wow. Almost feels like I'm family. I don't know. I don't know what I don't even know, like, when you guys have the baby, if I'm, like, even, like how do you say it? An item? No. I'm trying to think of the word, I can't think of it. Like, a part of that family tree. You're the spood Uncle Buddy. That'd be a great nickname if your kid, like, grew up calling me Uncle Buddy. I'd actually that I'd you know what? Actually, I could go with that. I could go with that. Spood Uncle Buddy. Dude, I don't know how this wild I don't know, the wild one that I found, I don't know how Critter is surviving, bro. Like, every once in a while when I can get a fruit fly, I kinda, like, take it and I, like, throw it in there, and I don't know whatever happens to them. I don't know if they just die or if he eats them, but he's still kicking. So, I have no idea. I have no idea what's going on with them. The other 2, well, we all know how the other 2 are. Floof is the kind one. Then you got Zippy, who's literally lives up to her name and flies around the terrarium at 100 miles per hour. You are the chosen one. Jesus Christ. I wanna make a chapter for Scent called Scent Anonymous, which would be both for, like, NA and AA. Uh, I feel like that would be a good movement too. We gotta take down, like, the radical left, and we gotta figure out a way to do it, bro. She said, "Boing." Oh, shit. I think it's every half hour, right? There's gonna be a target goal of 5 super chats. We're gonna be on here for a while. I am waiting for people to still join. It keeps fluctuating in numbers. My wee wee going boing. Okay. I'm not finishing that. That's a trap. You you're trolling now. Dude, what the fuck? Alright. Is that better? Can you guys hear me a little bit better now? Can I, like, talk in a normal tone of voice? I'm hyper sorry. I'm not repeating the one you said before, "I'm hyper sorry," because that one's definitely a trap. Teddy does this thing where she gets me to almost say that phrase above "I'm hyper sorry." Asher, help. How do I control this? It's really ironic. The pregnant woman with like like super emotions is asking the mother who also has BPD how to control her hyperness. I'm trying to formulate in my head what we're doing here. Hold on. I'm putting up a poll. I'm putting up a poll. Try not to laugh too hard. All right, okay. Let's talk about this. Who just chose make yourself known? Make yourself known. Who just chose the identity that one prefers? Yeah, this is how I'm gonna get my debate started from here on out. I'm gonna put up polls throughout the stream. If you believe that, then speak up. Who just put that? Like immediately. Who just put that? Don't worry. I'm not going to get mad at you, whoever you are. I just want to understand. I want to understand why you chose that. I'm being dead serious. I'm not here to bash on you or anything. That's the whole point of these streams is so that I can have debates. That's the point of this. Why join something that says the debate panel, one Republican versus everyone? And then when I ask my first question, you put that in. Like I'm looking at it right now. There are 4 votes. One of you voted for it's the identity that one prefers. Speak up. Oh, somebody just left. Coward. I have every right to say that, by the way. You're a coward. If you're gonna come on here and you're gonna watch this and you're gonna watch something called the debate panel, one Republican versus everyone, and I put up my first question and your response is that, and then you can't even speak up as to why you said that and why you think that's true, you're a coward. If you have to run from the facts, you're a coward. It's just it's that's very sad. That is very, very sad. I mean, how am I lying though? They have XX chromosomes, right? Egg cells and a uterus. What how do you not know that? Especially if the one who did that, if you are a woman and you said that, like, even more of a reason as to why you should speak up and tell me why you feel that way. I mean, even if you're not a woman, it doesn't matter. Biology-wise, you're not lying. No, I'm not. It's just a fact, man. I don't like it when these people, like, if you wanna identify by one, fine, but actually know what one is before you start identifying by it. That's my whole take on it. If you're going to identify, that's cool. Okay, I have no problem with people who identify as a tree, frog, toaster, or a woman when they're a man. I don't care. But if you're going to do that, know what the thing you are identifying as is. At least, at the very least, know that you are not that thing and that it's just an identity that you are presuming to have. Hey, he said, "My identity, I'm a toaster." Y'all hear about Lily Tino is apparently dead. It's fucking what? No, but she's under investigation. She, he. Yeah, no. So he is under investigation for that bathroom incident. They're still investigating him. Holy shit. He just hasn't been on social media. He hasn't even made an appearance at all on social media. Alright, so I'm ending that poll because that person's a coward. Look at that. 4 votes, 75% XX chromos, egg cells, uterus. 25% is the identity that one prefers. You are a coward, okay? You are a coward for not speaking up and for leaving my stream when I asked, "Why do you feel that way?" I don't know who you are, but if you can't defend yourself in the words that you say, and you can't defend that, you are a coward. Like, I'm not here to bash on you at all, but if you can't explain your reasoning behind that vote, I don't know why you're here. I just don't know. Sent you the account. She's not dead. He's not dead. Lily Tino is not dead. The dude is just under investigation. He's been off of social media since July. He's not dead. Stop believing everything you guys see on the internet. It can be everywhere, yeah, and the shit about Israel and Netanyahu was all over the internet uh, um, with Charlie Kirk the moment he died, and that's not true either. Hence why Candace Owens stopped talking about it after she said something, she stopped talking almost immediately about it because she found out as well that it wasn't true, like, let me see this. That's nice. Scent freedom. Educating people on the Constitution and moral values. Debates will happen. Operated by, mm, founded by. I gotta switch my handle. Do you guys think I should switch the handle? Never mind. I don't know. Emo sent me something. Guys, send me the links to the profiles you created. Also, if you want to add somebody else on to operate with you, you guys can do that. Emo, come up with a slogan for your thing. No offense, it's kind of bland in there. Okay. Yeah, the tag didn't send, my friend. Oh shit. Do I have that account blocked? God damn it. Or do you have my account blocked? Hold on a second. Fuck. I'll get confused if that makes sense. Yeah, no, that's what I was thinking of as well. Settings and privacy. Yo, 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 what is up? What's up, Asia? How's it going? Let's see here. Blocked. My God, I've blocked so many fucking people. It's insanity, dude. um, oh my God. Is it your CF roleplay? Is that the account? I can't tell, bro. I don't know, dude. Bro, go check to see if that account has me blocked. The account you just rebranded. No, no, no. Hold on. Found it. It's because when you sent the you sent it with an attachment, and I think that just didn't work. All right. Jesus Christ. Oh my bad. No, 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 it's good. It's good. I had to look at my notifications. I realized I had like some comments and notifications and shit like that, and then like I saw yours like was the second notification in. All right. Ooh, the next poll. What should we do for the next poll? I don't know. I don't know. I haven't thought about it yet. I don't know. Okay. Put a slogan. Or maybe I need to reload the page. Yeah, I need to educate others on the difference between biology and identity. Jesus Christ, you guys already got followers. Holy fuck. Oh, you're following each other. Okay. Um all right. Any requests? Any hate requests? Man, you guys are dead tonight. Holy shit. Question: since mine is based off the Constitution, moral values, what would be a good slogan for cent freedom? Lost. Did I pick the wrong person? Dude, you've done First Amendment audits. What do you mean? What's a good slogan? You're talking to him about dinner for tomorrow? Girl, it's 9 o'clock in the what the fuck? Okay. All right. You need to calm down. You need to chill. Like if I had a woman, right, and a woman were to look at me and ask me questions or try to talk to me about the next evening events, I would look at her and like she was an alien from another fucking planet. Like it's not tomorrow yet. Like yeah, if it's like a vacation or like an actual like event or something, like something you planned or tickets to a show or something, but Jesus Christ, bro. We get very active when it's dinner time. I just made dinner for us. I just need to know because we are very limited right now. Guys, one day at a time. One day at a time, guys. Also, please share this to the best of your abilities. Share this with anybody, everybody, somebody. Share the stream. Share the stream. Oh, that felt weird doing that. I'm never doing that again, bro. That was very weird. Alright, I already know what's for dinner tomorrow. Breakfast for dinner: eggs, bacon, and French toast. Oh, Jesus. Vitamin water. Zero sugar. Lemonade squeezed. Alright. Guys, I mean, this is like an entertaining stream, but we had one person that could have like we literally had somebody who could have spoken up, but was too much chicken shit and left right after I asked like, why they would answer that way, and sorry, I'm back, had to get child down. You're good. Stitch. What the fuck? It's ironic this person's part of a Discord group chat called Lizard Cult, and then he's waiting for somebody to pull up, calls them stupid, and is playing a game called Hitman 3. The irony of that. What are your opinions on God, that dude, Kyle. Oh god. No, I'm not saying my opinions on that man. That man can come. You know what? You should definitely invite him to the stream. I would love to show y'all what a real liberal acts like. Um, what are your opinions on Democrats? Uh, I don't use the word hate. It's too strong, right? I dislike what they do. Um, I don't have anything like ag- against like not in a bad way. Excuse me, not in a bad way, but my issue. I don't think it's all Democrats. Okay, my issue isn't with just Democrats in general or liberals it's the far left, the radicalized liberals that I have a major issue with. Um, by the way, just side note, Stitch, it's not that kind of lizard cult. Um, it's a bunch of wanna boys who like to play dress up on the internet by doing kitty doxing. Um, I think my not I think my major issue is with the far left. The far left are very radicalized Democrats and liberals. Um, and they will sit there and be like, "We're all about gun control," just as an example, and then the very thing that they're supposedly supposed to be about, they create chaos within. I mean, not a single one of them moved a finger, like, towards the fact that all those shootings happened in just the past, what, 8 months or so, with schools and the college campuses, and then when the Charlie Kirk thing happened, you got people like Cory fucking Booker who sits the guy who the guy who sat in a White House courtroom and made everybody sit there for 30 straight hours. He talked for there wasn't a break. I'm not even kidding, dude. There was a live stream, a 32-hour live stream of Cory Booker, and this is just like 2, 3 months ago, sitting there and literally just talking for 30 hours straight. His speech was 30 hours long, saying the most preposterous shit about Trump and all these other people, and it's like, dude, like, even his own party was, like, started walking out. They have to stay during that. but some of them said, "We have to go home and get some sleep. Like this, I can't stay here for 30 straight hours sitting on a wooden bench listening to this dude go on and on." And then you got people during the Charlie Kirk situation like Cory Booker who sits there and says he was a racist and a neo-Nazi, and it's like you're playing the black card now. And that they were, because they brought up BLM too, and it's like, dude, that shit's been fucking done for a few years here now after they stole from their own organization. And when this happened, you see all the radical far lefties on medias and laughing about it and cheering the death of a symbol on, and it's just like, if we did that, right, which we don't, Republicans don't do that, but if we did do that, you know how many lawsuits would be happening from the left towards the right? You have any idea how mad they would be? How much they'd accuse us of this shit and say all this shit towards us and that we're wrong and, "Oh, it's so wrong," play the poor me pity party cards. They'd do it. In this case, we had a 22-year-old Democrat who just shot Charlie Kirk, and I've seen one Democrat step up and say, "You guys gotta cool it," to the rest of his party. They're not happy with him right now. Um, but, literally, and he even got on Fox News and called for his own fucking party to chill out and stop it. So, I honestly, I don't hate them. I pray for them in most cases. Um, Obviously, the first 2, 3 days of Charlie's death really affected me. Somebody who at some point became not just a friend, but an influence to me, an idol to me, and not exactly this, but kind of a mentor to me at times. When we got to talk and everything, it's just, this man was friends with everybody, and you thought they lost it with Trump when he didn't die both attempts. At that point, I was like, "You're fucking crazy. You guys are crazy." And then this happens, and I'm like, "Nah, fucking all bets are off, bro. This is out of control. This is wild, bro." I don't like the fact that we're not getting all the answers we need. I'm glad that we got the shooter, but why was there some really old man, and I mean, like, past his 60s. This dude is like, he had to be, well, guys, he had to be like late 70s, something, somewhere around there. And this old man who probably doesn't even know what he's doing tries to state that he was the shooter. Come to find out, he had CP in his phone. What do you know? But they charged him with possessing CP, which is sickening and gross in itself. But the fact he stepped up, and I don't think he decided that on his own. I genuinely do not believe that some older man who was a creep and a predator just randomly decided out of the blue to make himself known publicly and state he did it. I smell and sense deep state all over that. So, I mean, I hope that answers what you were asking about. Um, but there's no like true answer that I think anybody in my position especially can really give you. on their thought process of them because they don't have a thought process themselves. Maybe that's a better answer. They don't think before they act. They just do it and then think later about how they can cover their own asses. I, I think that's a shitty representation. Cryptic said, Constitution checkout couldn't make a long one. I mean, that's powerful in itself. Constitutional checkup with the American flag next to it. That's actually smack somebody in the face with that one, with that slogan. You don't want me in Discord chat? You should be in my Discord chat. My community is a safe community. I can tell you that right now. We do verifications on everybody. Literally, we vet everybody. I'm not kidding. Like earlier today, we vetted like what? How many people? Two? Two in less than like a span of like 20 minutes. Like we were in like literally interrogating these. It's a good community. You should definitely join it. I need to be in your Discord server. Go to my bio, hit that Boost Collective link, and you'll find the Discord server. But when you go to the link, per usual, Instagram sends you through their system. Top right, three dots, and click on Open in Browser. Pull it up online. But yeah, click on that link in my bio. I was about to send it to you. I'm like, just go to my bio and click on the link. Oh, let's see here. Ow, fuck my foot. God damn it. Holy shit, what is Candace posting? Candace, where are we posting? Let's see here. Megan Kelly also saying she was threatened and intimidated and pressured over Israel and who to platform. She also confirms Charlie experienced the same quote unquote nefarious pressure. Thank you, Megan. Daylight is the best disinfectant. So they're talking about the Israel thing. I don't think Israel itself had anything. I think Netanyahu did. Because Netanyahu was the only one from Israel in contact with Charlie, which is scary to think about since we've been friends with that country and protecting them for decades upon decades. I still stand by what I said in that one story that one day, or in that live stream. What was it, a day or two ago? No, it was definitely yesterday. Because yesterday was Monday. Where I was screaming into the phone, into the camera, because of the fact that he didn't read off the entire letter that Charlie had wrote to him. So there's some weird stuff, bro, going on. There's some very weird stuff. I'm not gonna name names, but I was told this is from Harrison H. Smith, who is a very religious man and very close with Charlie. I'm not gonna name names, but I was told by someone close to Charlie Kirk that Charlie thinks Israel will kill him if he turns against them. Charlie was trying to tell Megan what was going on with Netanyahu. Holy shit. Far right extremism debates college students, preaches gospel, starts a beautiful family, wants open dialogue. Far left extremism will murder you for speaking in public, hates godliness and spreads Satanism, hates their parents, wants to silence all opposition. Bro, if that ain't the fucking truth, I'm reposting that shit. My mom just said that Israel is behind this today. That's wild, yo. Like, she literally just told me that theory a few hours ago. Yeah. Candace has been all over it. Uh, yeah. It's the most insane thing. Let me add you guys some roles here. I'm gonna go live on YouTube. It seemed to work last time that we did that. So let's go live on YouTube again. What the fuck? This is a foul mouth Massachusetts resident named Sophia who is defacing a memorial statue of Charlie Kirk caught on camera.
Charlie Kirk is definitely not the morals I support or the religion I support, where you're just taught to love your neighbor, not hate your neighbor. Respect. Yeah, this love your neighbor. Okay. If you disagree, so this is loving your neighbor. I'm not gonna love a man who doesn't even. You don't have to. You're not loving your neighbor. You said you're not loving your neighbor. It's not your job. Yes, you're right. I'm not judging. It is not my right to judge, but it is also not your right to judge either. No, we're here protecting somebody. We're not here judging, and we're not the ones. If we were judging, we would be taking your paint can and dumping it on you, but we're not, are we? No. Because someone has to pay. I paint all the time. It will, hopefully. If not, it's the price I gotta pay. Yeah, I am sorry. I did not mean to step on any of the flags. I will admit that. I am sorry. I don't think I did step on those. I only came over here. Yeah, the paint covering the flags.
Give me 1 second. This, my friends, used to be a statue of Charlie Kirk with a flag wrapped around his shoulders like a blanket. That's from the backside. This woman in Massachusetts decided to take a paint can or a couple paint cans and splatter paint all over it. She took light blue paint and she is now defacing with a couple of others, a guy and another female, defacing. Um, a statue of Charlie with a flag wrapped around his shoulders. There's some really disgusting people out there. Um, wow. You know, I can't believe what I just watched. There is a repeated for Instagram and still continue to hold myself together to the best of my ability. There's a woman named Sophia in Massachusetts who decided to deface a memorial statue of Charlie Kirk with a flag wrapped around him like a blanket. She took a very, very light blue paint can, while a friend of hers took a can of paint that was black, and they both started just smearing paint. And they were caught on camera, had a crowd of people standing around them and asking them why they were doing this. And she said, I don't see the same that he does. And somebody said, but that doesn't mean you have to do this. It's not right. We're here to protect somebody, not we're not here to hate on you or anything or judge you, but you're judging someone right now. And she she keeps doing it and continues talking while she's doing it. It's on top of that, there are people who are trying to have like small little street memorials. I watched the night he died, I watched a tiny memorial service in a very small little village area. These people in Texas were like their little town came together, middle of a small road next to some houses, and they lit some candles. And I watched as a man got in his vehicle and decided to rev up his engine and then run over three of those individuals just because he didn't like Charlie Kirk. I've watched videos of a teacher, and well, 3 teachers attacked a student for holding up a Bible verse that Charlie Kirk had quoted at a college. And then today I watched a video that was caught by a college student at UVU. And somebody in the college decided, it wasn't the governor of Utah, but somebody at UVU decided it was a great idea to start doing construction on the platform where Charlie was murdered. And the investigation's not over yet. I don't have a hateful bone in my body for these types of people, but I will pray for them because the disgusting behaviors you have to deface a memorial statue of a man, run over people that are just trying to pay their respects to him, to demolish the platform before the investigation's over, and have construction crew workers come in and jackhammer the shit out of that spot where he got murdered in. Or to beat up your own students on a college campus just because they put one of the Lord's prayers that Charlie always quoted on a piece of fucking cardboard. Or, for example, a mental health advocate who feels the need to be on a live stream that is titled Fuck America and laugh about this man's death and state that he doesn't even understand what the big deal is with his he's supposedly a Republican with his liberal fiance who's also giggling about it and questioning when these people were my friends again. Meanwhile, another influencer, a model who I thought had better moral standards, is hosting this stream that says F America and is sitting there laughing while stalking my stream while I'm sitting there angry, upset, using my voice and emotional over somebody's death and stating that her liberal family was watching it and they're cackling. You have to be in a very, very dark spot in your life to hate upon the dead. Because I remember when this specific model's animal died, and I mocked her at first about it because I didn't think she was taking well enough care of it, but then I apologized. While everybody else still kept making fun of her about it, and I kept telling people it was an accident. I remember when I made fun of her at one point until I realized that the illness that she has currently still could be life threatening if she continued to drink, and I apologized. And even after all that, after a fallout that we had because of some fake news that was spread about me, I came back and I made amends to her because that's the right thing to do. A whole paragraph of amends. And 2 days later, she came back and said, I accept. And then right after that, doesn't even last a few days, Charlie dies. And this same person sits there and trashes my name and trashes my friend's name, a mentor's name, somebody who had nothing but love. Everybody has a right to their own free speech, free will, but it is no longer an opinion when you start hating. That is not an opinion, that is pure evil. That is you allowing your emotions to consume you inside and letting your mind wander off on you and thinking just because you get all these views and thinking because you get all this money and own all these houses that makes you important. It doesn't. At the end of the day, what makes you important is who you are, not what you are. I had 50 close friends. 50. Within less than 12 hours' time, my close friends that I thought I had spewed so much hate. I now have 6. Now, I know friends aren't everything, but these are 50 people that I've known for multiple years of my life. Some of them of which I've worked with, some of which have helped me build where I am today, some of which have sat there and proclaimed that they're activists or they're supporters in some way. And all of that just disappeared. I lost 44 people in less than a day, my closest ones. I found out who they really were, which was a big difference from what they portrayed to be. All because I wanted to do the right thing, all because I had feelings. I can't have a conversation with people these days without them getting mad at me. It's very telling. Charlie Kirk had a conversation and he got killed for it. Now I'm looking at my YouTube and I'm being shadow banned on there, and somebody else is stating that I'm shadow banned on Instagram as well. It's not going to stop me. It just shows me that they're supportive of a murderer. That's right, Instagram. You heard me. You're clearly watching through one of your ghost counts, through your administration. Same with you, YouTube. You heard me too. shadow banning me because of the fact that what? You don't like the truth? Or you don't like me memorializing a friend? It's just not gonna stop me. And it's not gonna stop Scent, a new activist group, from doing what they do online. I've already got 2 chapters added on to the main headquarters, and I did that in an hour's time. What do you think Instagram and YouTube I could do in a day? I'm active about 12 to 14 hours a day, building a purpose. And if I can get 2 per hour, how many more people do you think I can get to hop on an activism channel? There's no paywall for it either. I'm not paying anybody for activism. It's nonprofit. That's the crazy part is this stream is literally labeled nonprofit and activism. When I went live, you asked what selection goes under, and it goes under nonprofit and activism, and YouTube is shadowing me. Why you have so many choices if you won't let us use our voices? Same with you, Instagram. Last I checked, I remember Mark Zuckerberg, you were just on the Joe Rogan podcast quite a few months ago, explaining that the radical left was was not only censoring you, but was forcing you to do things that you didn't want to do with Meta. Where'd that all go? It seems like to me you're right back on your bullshit. Wow. Try to remove it from live and said we're having trouble loading this live. Is that what's happening on YouTube too right now? Or they're just not letting me hit the algorithm? Hold on. I'm gonna end the Instagram live real quick. Hi, Instagram. I'm currently live on YouTube, and you are shadow banning me for activism. It's crazy how that works because you are telling viewers that you're having trouble loading my stream suddenly, right after I started talking about Charlie Kirk. Tell me, Instagram, do you think this is going to stop me? You think it's going to stop Scent, my new activism group, of which within less than an hour already has 2 chapters added to it? What are you going to do? What do you think I can do, actually, if I can only do that in an hour? How many more people do you think will join within a day, 2 days, a week, a month? If you think you're going to stop me, you can try, but I'll still go live. I will still make these posts. I will still call you out on your bullshit. And I will still post stories. Don't try censoring us. Free speech is in the Constitution. Our First Amendment right. I talked about people in my stream that made fun of the fact that Charlie Kirk was murdered. And what do? You shadow ban me like cowards. Try and stop me. See what else I can do. Every time that you shadow ban me, it just means you're afraid of me. I told you earlier, put me on that list that you put Charlie on, Candace, you put her on, put Ben on, put all these other people on. I guess I'm included now too, aren't I? Good luck. Yeah, I'm currently being shadowed on both here and on Instagram. Oh yeah, big time. This is a first for me. Like I'm being fucking cock blocked right now. Both YouTube and Instagram are telling people, "I'm sorry, we're having trouble loading these videos or this video." They just said it on Instagram too. So everybody like got pushed out. Instagram literally tried removing people. Instagram removed one of my fans, and then they had to search me up just to find out that I was still live, and then went back in the live and told me that Instagram literally pushed them out. Tells me that I've been put on a list of some sort. And as you can see, YouTube is dead now because YouTube's pushing people out too. I'm not hating the algorithm right now at all whatsoever. So Matt and Google are censoring you complete. Yeah. All because I talked about people degrading Charlie's name. Yep. I mean, look, hour 30 minutes, man. It's just me and you right now. There were other viewers in about 10 minutes ago or so. Boop, 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 boop. And people were talking to me too in the chat. So, yeah, people were being pushed out. And you know what's crazy? You know how you can label your streams and your videos and stuff like where does this belong in what category? It's under nonprofit and activism. What's wild to me is why would you have that category if you're not going to support it? Oh yeah, I'm not ending this stream yet. I ain't going anywhere, bro. Also, I got an email. It's weird from TikTok. Some copyright claim thing. All this shit is happening now, right now, while I'm streaming and everything. What IP reports? IP underscore reports at TikTok.com. Thank you. Hello. Thank you for writing in. We are unable to assess your request as it is missing the information we require for processing your report. To help us process your report, please provide the URL of your content and information such as the title of the work, type of the work, copyright owner's name, date of creation, with specific timestamps where available. Screenshot of your logged in social media account used to post your content. What report time was in May? Now you're sending it to me? Something's wrong, bro. Something's very wrong, man. I'm getting emails from like YouTube and Instagram as well. Oh, they fucking hate me now. Hey YouTube. We are Charlie Kirk. Sent is Charlie Kirk. Good luck. Censor me all you want. Doesn't mean I can't boost this through your algorithm. You know I can. You can censor me, but you know you can't disable promotion without an actual cause for doing so. I said nothing hateful this whole time. Not a single thing that I said was hateful. You just don't like the fact that I'm calling out liberal bullshit. Hey, share this stream, bro. Seriously, share this stream. Get more people in here. got you, bro. Awesome. Ow. Oh, ow. Oh, oh, ow. Ow, I forgot my toe was broken. And I started rubbing my other foot against that foot and oh, ow, oh. Say, can you see by the dawn's early light? Okay. Oh man, I forgot my toe was broken. Oh yeah. Yep, I'm feeling that pain now. Wow, that was stupid. Mm. Dude, I'm still kind of aggravated with that person. Like 20 minutes into our stream during that poll, that was too much chicken shit to fucking tell me why they think a woman is something you identify as. Shit out. Thank you. I appreciate it, bro. They are, dude. They are censoring me hardcore, man. Let's try the Instagram live again. You can't stop me. I know. I think I'm gonna make my first post on Send Freedom about censorship. Hey, bro, you, yeah, dude, they just fucking censored us on here, bro. Fuck. Breaking news: they just censored our owner. Oh shit! Hey, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let's go, motherfuckers. Oh shit. Oh, God. Oh, share it to the Discord too if you can. Oh man. Bro, I have barely said anything on Instagram Live yet, so if they're already censoring me, it's because of the title. All right. Oh shit. All right, everybody. We're an hour 41 minutes in, and it's been, I mean, it's been a weird one. Nobody is nobody's trying to debate me. I mean, how scared are they of we? God damn. Yes, join both the Instagram live and the YouTube stream, because both Google and Meta are currently censoring the living hell out of me. This is a first for me. I have never been so goddamn censored in my entire career. This is insanity right now. Like, I've been put on a list. Like, I feel like I should be scared, but I'm more excited about this. This means it's working. This means it's working, bro. Instagram. By the way, if they tell you, we're having trouble playing this video and everything, they're lying to you. They're trying to push out you guys. I'm just letting you know. If you got pushed out last stream, that's not my connection. That is Meta. All right. All right, come on, guys. What do you guys want to debate me on or ask questions about my opinions on whatnot and such not? God, people are dead in the YouTube stream tonight. I know why it is because the algorithm doesn't fucking like me right now. Same with Instagram. Share. Seriously, share it. Fight the censorship, guys. I don't care if you have liberal friends or not. I actually encourage liberals on here so that it makes it a lot easier to promote the activism and actually have a debate. Like I genuinely want it. Like I know the last two debates, like I kind of like popped off on some people. That's not happening anymore. Like I genuinely just want to have conversation. Did you hear about the two college? Did you hear about the two black college students that were hung on? What? With both arms and legs broken? Nah, bro. You're trolling me right now. Did that seriously happen? Hold on. Let me look this up. Oh, it's the first thing that fucking comes up. No, wait. 12 hours ago? Hanging from trees? All right, let's look on Yahoo. Uh, Yahoo. Two men found hanging from trees in Mississippi on the same eerily similar tragedies unfolded on Monday. Oh, they reported this one? Oh my god. They didn't find them until one in Cleveland and another in Vicksburg. Delta State University. The initial tragedy hit at Delta State University in Cleveland, Mississippi. At about 7:05 a.m., campus police found the body of a 21-year-old university student, DeMar Travian Trey Reed, was just call him Trey, hanging from a tree over to the county. The Mississippi Bureau of Investigation and other authorities to aid in the investigation. Yeah. If Cash Patel isn't running it, I guarantee you it's going to be the dirtiest fucking investigation. Like, we're not going to know shit for the first 12 hours. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It's going to be another Charlie situation. We're not going to know shit for 12 hours, guys. I'm just telling you, man. As authorities look into it as a offing, speculation is everywhere. Social media has been abuzz with theories and outrage. Oh god, I'm not gonna look at that shit. Some pointing to evidence of physical abuse on Reed's corpse. One of the viral messages read, "Tell me, Trey Reed was found beaten with 3 broken limbs. What the fuck kind of offing is that?" Actually, that's a really good point. So I just read off that, both these guys had broken bones in their bodies, right? So how the fuck did they hang themselves? You see what I mean? Like, how does that even make sense? Bro, who is running these investigations? Bro, Cash Patel, if you ever hear my voice, fire these fucking agents. Bring in some of your own or something. This is fucking ridiculous, dude. Fire the agents that put you through that Mickey Mouse fucking thing with for 12 hours with Charlie's murder, and fire the agents that are on these 2 kids because, oh, we're gonna rule it as suicide even though they have broken limbs. How the fuck did they get in the tree if it was a suicide? Please, somebody give me somebody give me I don't give a fuck what you say right now in the comments. Like, tell me, like whatever the fuck you feel is right to say, even if it sounds absurd as shit. How the fuck do you get yourself in a rope in a tree, hang yourself, and have broken limbs? 3 broken limbs. I want you to know you only have 4 limbs. Correct or incorrect? Yeah, upper and lower. It's your arms and fucking legs. 3 of them are but nah, bro, this dude, dude, yo, we need to do a reform. I can't believe I'm even calling for this, but I'm calling for an FBI reform. You need a clean house, bro. Cash Patel and his right-hand man need to go to every single FBI agency after the Charlie Kirk investigation is over, and we actually have all the facts of that. But you need to go through and you need clean house, bro. No investigations should be ran this way. What FBI agent? They're supposed to be smartest in their field because they're field agents, bro. They go out in the field and investigate shit. Looks at a corpse with 3 broken limbs hanging from a tree and says, "He offed himself." How? Both his arms are broken and one of his legs was broken. Guys. I know this is gonna sound like a conspiracy nut thing, but between this and the Charlie Kirk case and the girl on the transit train case, like something is wrong. We got some people that don't want to work with us. Like, something is really, really wrong here. There's also an Indian man who was beheaded by his coworker in front of his wife and children, and it's not going anywhere. Guys, if the stream is lagging, it's not me. YouTube's creating lags. YouTube's trying to, yeah, YouTube's fucking with y'all big time because they're doing it to me on my side too. And it's not me. I'm looking at my connection right now. It is not it is not me. All right, let's try this. Try something else. All right. So, Yeah, I'm seeing it too, guys. I'm seeing it too. Yeah, they really don't let me. The tragedy loomed over what should have been a week of pride. Oh, excuse me. Week of Pride in Delta State, the university having previously announced it would start its centennial observances on the same day, called off all observances and closed classes. Counseling services were available to the students and staff. Okay, I got a question. Where were all these stories when Charlie Kirk got murdered? Where's the counseling? Why didn't we get told that the school was closed down after that or not? It wasn't, right? Because we still saw students literally walking around on campus in the area that was taped off, recording and shit. Saw students with book bags walking in between classrooms. I didn't see a single fucking story that stated that UVU got shut down. I didn't see a fucking story that stated that there was going to be counseling and grief services for the students who stood right there in the front row and witnessed a guy get shot in the throat. I didn't see any of this. But hold on. But now because it's too no, fuck it, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. And the liberals are gonna lose their fucking minds when they see this shit. And I don't give a fuck because I'm not a fucking racist person, but I'm gonna state this because it's always how the fuck it is. Because it's two black kids, we're having a fucking issue with it. Everybody's got grief counseling. Everybody's got this. Everybody's got that. Oh, let's all fucking go crazy on the internet. But Charlie Kirk, he's a neo-Nazi. He's this. He's that. Even though we don't have the full context, but it's these kids. The whole school gets shut down. Everybody has grief counseling. I'm sorry, people. I'm really sorry to say this, but there's something fucking wrong with this picture. There's something wrong with this picture. This this whole situation, and I pray for the families of these two victims. I want to put that out there first and foremost. I feel terrible because these two kids in college trying to get their lives together by going to college, by getting degrees, working towards a better future, a brighter tomorrow. They got murdered. This isn't suicide. Their limbs were broken and they were hanging. This was a message. This was some white supremacy shit right here. I am telling you right now it was. You can't fucking convince me otherwise. This sure as hell wasn't a fucking suicide, bro. Goddamn. Hell no. But I'm telling you right now, something is wrong. How come we have all of this? We have answers right off the bat for this. But for Charlie Kirk, we had to wait 12 hours before Cash Patel knew anything. You know why that is? Because if you look up the stats right now of the FBI, most of the FBI is Democratic. That's why they had issues when they learned their new director was Cash Patel and his right hand man was also a conservative Republican. People had issues with that because a big chunk of the FBI around our country is Democratic. This here is a distraction for us. This is to pull us, this is their attempt to pull us away because remember, the Democrats only wanted us to remember Charlie Kirk for the shooting, not for who he was. But since everybody's remembering for who he was and the shooting, we got to create something else. We got to create a distraction. Indian man gets his head cut off. Two black kids found hanging in a tree. Now, the Indian guy getting his head cut off, I don't know much about that. I'm not really willing to look it up. But if there really isn't anything going on with that, they fumbled on that one big time because I'm sorry, beheading? But this was a message. Two black men hanging in a tree, broken limbs. Make it look like a suicide, but it wasn't a suicide, clearly. Again, broken limbs. This is another message, and it's inciting violence. It's not just violent in itself. This is incitement because we're all caring about Charlie Kirk right now, and they had to send another message. Why? These are assassinations happening. And I guarantee you, those two kids, I guarantee you that they're Republicans. Now, of course, the media is not going to tell us this if they are. I'm sure it's going to show up on Fox News or if it hasn't already, and they'll tell us the truth. But you look at any of these liberal medias, they won't tell you because if it's not a Democrat, they're not going to say a fucking peep. And which is exactly what's happening here. They're not saying a fucking word about these two black kids who got hung in these trees. They're fucking with us, people. The radical left is screwing with the government and screwing with us. Don't let them. Don't. I'm so sick of this government lying to us. And I don't mean the people in office right now. I don't mean the party that's in office right now. I mean the other part of the government, the fucking deep state bullshit. I'm sick. Instagram, you hear me? YouTube, you hear me? I'm sick and tired and done with these fucking radical leftists fucking with everybody. Charlie Kirk dies. The girl on the train died. All these mass shootings. Two black kids are hung in two separate states in a fucking tree with all their limbs broken. That's a fucking message. They are taking out everybody who says something. They are taking everybody out who holds some kind of resemblance. Let's think about this. Joe Biden used BLM as a way to get in to his term as a president, correct? We can all agree on that, right? But once he did and he didn't do anything for these people. He put them on small incomes and then placed them in Section 8 housing, which had government control. Section 8 is government control. It's literally like being in a prison, but not being in prison. You know what I mean? Like you are literally being held captive by the government in Section 8 housing. And the government that created radical left. It was the Democrats who literally have control of that area. They do random house inspections on you. If you even have like a space heater in the home that they didn't approve of, you can get arrested for it. It doesn't matter what it's like. They fuck with you, bro. The welfare shit. Oh, I don't have to work. I'm on welfare. And then they run out of money. And then what? Now they have to wait until the next month to get more food, water, pay their bills, get gas for their cars. How was that helping anybody? So they used the black community, right? Till BLM stole from themselves very early on. What was that like? with mid first year of his presidency, BLM stole from themselves. Then they got diminished, and then all of a sudden they didn't care about the black people anymore. It was like they just gone. They attempted at assassinating Trump twice during his campaign. Once here in Florida, and then the first time they attempted while he was on stage. They missed. They still attempted it. Let's talk about all these people. The scientist who back in 2018 found a way to literally cure cancer. Like he was able to make something and figured out how to cure cancer. He put it out there. And then suddenly, not even 24 hours later, he goes missing. You can call me crazy or whatever, but all this shit that they've been doing for God knows how long, it just keeps building and building. The girl on the train, she had just gone into America and she did it the legal way. She was a refugee from Ukraine, wanted to get away from war, comes into our country, was supposed to stand for freedom, and steps into another war on a fucking train. All these liberals out there that are yelling, "Oh, well, she should have known there's a bunch of black people on a train." Oh, I thought you cared about the black community. Now we're being racist? Just because there's a bunch of black people on a fucking train doesn't mean shit. I'm sorry. I'm not going to sit here and accept the fact that just because of the skin tone or the fucking pigment of their skin that suddenly that makes them bad people. Marcus, one of my friends on social media, is black. I've made jokes with him about this stuff before, and he makes jokes back about it. We're friends, and he knows I'm not racist. Just like he knows just because a community has a bunch of black people in it doesn't make it a bad community. So when these liberals are sitting there and going, "Well, the girl should have known." She first of all, she's from Ukraine. She had just gone into the fucking States not even 20 hours ago, sits on a train to go back to her apartment that she was housed in by Republicans, and she gets stabbed on the train by a schizophrenic guy who probably didn't even know what he was doing. But the weirdest part is, as he's walking away, thank God this train had audio on it. He literally sat there and he's walking around. He's going, "You see that? I killed that white." He's not looking at anybody. He's saying, "I killed that white girl. I killed that white girl." Like he's talking to someone. The guy who went after Trump literally went on Instagram before his account got banned, right? On the same day and stated that it was called Operation Waterfront or something like or Clearwater. Operation Clearwater. Can't find that on the web anywhere. But who the fuck? What kid fresh out of high school knows about some fucking deep state shit like Operation Clearwater? None of us know what that is. I don't know what that is, but it smells like fucking CIA bullshit to me. They're picking people who have mental disorders, people that they state that they protect, to carry out these assassinations. You can't trust a thing that they do. Now they're trying to figure out what else they can cause panic in our country and around the world. to do to get our minds off of Charlie Kirk, and that's not going to happen. When Erica said that you guys had ignited a fire in this wife, she's not happy, clearly, because that was her husband. But also the fact you killed a symbol, and that was a symbol to her too. You just, I mean, she's fired up, bro. And I guarantee you Turning Point USA is 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 gonna be stronger than ever without a fucking doubt. They're going around the fucking nation right now to almost every single state doing vigils for Charlie Kirk. He built a brand, not just a brand, a nonprofit activism organization of people who are literally traveling around the country right now and doing vigils for their founder. That's how much of an impact he's made on society. Killing off two college students in two separate states is not going to distract anybody. All you're telling us is, oh, they're still sending messages to us, still testing us. I'm going to say this right now to these radical lefties out there, and I'm going to be straightforward with you. I don't. It's not that I don't care, but you can do this game as long as you want. But I can guarantee you, I can speak for my organization, Scent Pride, and Scent Freedom is never going to stop. And I'm going to have another branch or chapter called Scent Cross to teach about religion. You're going to have Scent Cross, Scent Freedom, and Scent Pride. And we are going to rip you Democrats apart with facts. Now, if you don't like that, that's fine. I don't give a shit because the fire that you sparked inside of me after taking this man's life away, it's not just a phase like people are saying. I've had phases before. This completely changed me. 1000% turned me on a 180. And I ain't stopping. And neither are the people that are working with scent. You can shadow ban me all you want. I don't give a shit. Anyways, how's everybody doing? I'd say Instagram, YouTube, how we doing? And the fact that Indian man beheading was done right in front of his wife and children, it's not going anywhere. Remind you of a situation currently going on? Anybody at all? Anybody at all? Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. They're reaching, bro. They're reaching and they're doing it by murdering people and I'm telling you, man, this civil war is going to happen. I promise you that the radical left is going to invoke a civil war. and it's not gonna be pretty. And I'm really getting tired of these creators on social medias going, "Oh, and Republicans, is that really a thing you wanna try out? Do you really wanna try us like that?" Yeah, we do, because we're sick of it. We've been dealing with your bullshit for decades, just like Israel dealt with dealt with fucking Hamas for decades and decades and decades, and they finally snapped this year and said, "Fuck it, enough is enough. We're sick of your shit." Well, we've hit that point too. Radical left, we're sick of your shit. This was it. This right here, this whole situation, this was it. You did it. We're done. I don't edit these streams because people lack value and context these days. That way they can always, well, not just them, but my people can also always be like, "Hey, here's this. How about you check it out yourself?" I'm going to head to bed. If both my platforms are still surviving by tomorrow morning, we made it another day. I don't post the Instagram ones because you guys aren't getting like full live stream videos from my debate show. But I mean, even though it was a pretty dead debate tonight, and we had one coward who ran in the beginning during a poll, uh, I would say this stream went pretty well. And I hope you all share it, like it, leave comments because this means a lot more than you know. And not just to me, but to the American public and everybody else around the world. And I'm going to keep going, and so is my team. I don't care how much you push to censor me. If you demonetize me, great. You go right on ahead, or you limit my monetization. Right now, it ain't about the money. I st- like I still game, but I don't do it on stream anymore. I'm gonna start having to do it on Twitch because, like, literally, I don't I don't want to bring back my gaming on here yet. I like this. This is actually not just fun, but it's educational. You know, it's a learning process as well, and it's following the footsteps of somebody who is absolute gem to our society. And I ain't stopping. And you know I'm not breaking any terms of service, so you know both you, Meta, and Google know that you can't block me from doing it. Most you can do, limit me on money and censor me during streams from the algorithm. You know I could still make the algorithm, right? Enough people get on board. It might take some time, but I don't care how long it takes. It's not about that. It's uh it's about doing what's right and speaking the truth. All right. Good night, Instagram. And YouTube, it was fun. It was entertaining too, especially during that poll. Hey, you, I know you're watching my videos. You're a coward. All right. Good night, YouTube. We all knew it was coming to pushback. We all knew it was going to happen, especially if you're in my Discord. You knew there was pushback that was going to happen at some point. It's a first for me, but it tells me that it's working. It tells me that they are scared. And as usual, how scared are they of we? Good night, YouTube. Have a good one, everybody.